Our brain, as you know, is a tool of mass construction or mass destruction. So let's have a discussion on mindset. Hey there, Andy. Mindset, like everybody says that mindset is what separates the best from the rest. But is it true? Can your mindset make you or break you? Hey, warrior poet. Hey there, Carolyn. See a lot of people joining. Let me know where you're from. So, mindset, it's something I've studied for 43 years now. And some of you may have read Carol Dweck's book on mindset, that you can have a growth mindset, which means you're open-minded and you know that you can grow. But a lot of people may have a closed mindset or a fixed mindset. What do you think you have? Do you think you have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset? Which one? Growth mindset or fixed mindset? Let me know. By the way, I'm coming to you from San Diego Live. And hi, everybody. I've got Instagram going, about 6 different communities on Facebook going right now. So tell me, do you have a growth mindset, or a fixed mindset? A fixed mindset person, by the way, is somebody who says, that's just the way I am. I love when I hear people say, that's just the way I am. So, well, do you want to be that way? So let's first answer a couple of questions. If mindset could be making you and helping you, achieve your goals and dreams, and mindset can break you, what is mindset? What is mindset? It's not like one thing. It's not growth or fixed, right? It's not growth or fixed. Like, is mindset your attitude? Right? Is mindset your beliefs? Is mindset your habits? Is mindset your perspective? Is mindset your positivity or negativity? Like, what is mindset? Is mindset, your tenacity and resolve to finish what you start? Right? Now, what do we know? Hold on a second. I'm going to bring you something. Like, mindset's happening somewhere in your brain, right? Like, it's happening somewhere in your brain. Were you born with a mindset? So, Ron, you had that stinking thinking that has to change. Like, were you born with a mindset? No, nobody was born with any type of mindset. But what happened in our brains to develop our mindset? Did the school that we went to affect our mindset? Did the kids that we were hanging around with, including our siblings, affect our mindset? Did our teachers affect our mindset? Our parents affect our mindset? The TV we watch affect our mindset? What we experience and the meanings that we gave things or learned to give things affected our mindset, right? So is it possible that some people have a constructive, empowering, positive mindset and others have a disempowering, negative, destructive mindset? Is it possible this tool, this brain, this electromagnetic switching station, light comes in, light energy, sound energy, tactile energy through the nervous system, activates electrical activity in neurons that release neurochemicals associated with the very thought you are having that causes emotions and feelings that drive behavior? Is it possible that some of your thinking is stinking? Is it possible some of your beliefs are disempowering? Is it possible some of your habits are negative? Is it possible that your perspective is all wrong? Is it possible? You can tell I'm going to have fun today, don't you? I usually do these in the beginning of the day. I'm doing this towards the end of the day. What time is it where you're at? It's 4:04 in the afternoon here in San Diego, right? So mindset, right? It's a tool of mass construction, build you up and help you achieve anything you want, but also a tool of destruction, tear you down. Jim Elder, what are you doing at midnight, man? 7 o'clock for some of you, 6:05. I just love to know where everybody's from. I love culture and people and traveling and Florida, Jakarta, Indonesia at 6 o'clock. How's the future look? Shannon, it's 4 o'clock where you are. Awesome. And New York City, how's the flood going there? Colorado, Rayon, where in Colorado? Rayon Needham, it's past midnight. What are you doing up past midnight? I'm in bed by like 10 o'clock. So when we're talking about mindset, Our mindset influences our thoughts. Our mindset influences our emotions. Our mindset influences the actions we take. Have you ever heard of the ants that hold people back? The ants. Anybody hear of ants? And the ants is spelled A-N-T-S. Have you ever heard of the ants that hold people back? Anybody know what the ants are that hold people back? What are the ants that hold people back? Bad man Aru from France. Bonjour, bonsoir, ça va? Ça fait tellement tard cette nuit. Right? Maria, you're so depressed that you can't find power. Why are you depressed? What are you suppressing that's causing your depression? Right? Germany, 1:06 a.m. Automatic negative thoughts are ants. Peggy Turcotte, you're here again. Nice to see you. Automatic negative thoughts. Like, have you ever considered that you weren't born with automatic negative thoughts or automatic positive thoughts? Have you ever considered that the automatic negative thoughts that create the automatic negative emotions that drive the automatic disempowering behaviors are all interlinked? So the question is, what causes your automatic negative thoughts and emotions and behaviors? The thoughts you weren't born with, but they're part of something in your brain, your memory system that's activating 6,200 thoughts a day, about 500, 400 for every hour you're awake. Right? Think about how many thoughts that is per minute. What causes your automatic negative thoughts? I want you to think with me. Let's go beneath the surface of this discussion. What causes your automatic negative thoughts? Or what causes your automatic positive thoughts? Anybody want to take a guess? Anybody want to take a guess? If you like this topic, give me a like or a love or a heart or something like that so I know you've got a heartbeat. What causes your automatic negative thoughts or your automatic positive thoughts? Come on. There's one word. One word. One word. Or maybe I could put it to two words. Panic attacks, they don't cause your automatic negative thoughts. But your automatic negative thoughts may cause your panic attacks. But what causes your automatic negative thoughts? Panic attacks don't just happen for any reason. Panic attacks for Enrique, right, is an effect. So Facebook uses perception, fear, habits, fear, impressions picked up by others, your environment, bad news or good news. That could cause it. Here's the word I'm looking for. Your conditioning. Your conditioning. Miwako, you say fear causes it, but what causes fear? Shame causes it, but what is shame? Shame is blame turned inwards. Your conditioning is what causes your automatic negative thoughts. Your conditioning can also cause your automatic positive thoughts. What is conditioning? What is conditioning? For those of you just joined, I'm talking about how your mindset's making you or breaking you. But I'm going deeper into thoughts, emotions, feelings, sensations, and yes, behaviors that cause your results. But your results are not caused by your behaviors. Your behaviors are caused by your thoughts and emotions and your habits. But what causes you to be conditioned? Programming. Yes, conditioning and programming is the same. How did you and I become programmed? Hi, Paul Ryan. Love you too. From Vancouver. What caused your programming? What in the heck is programming? Did you, before you were born, did our creator God have a bunch of, data scientists and programmers go, okay, let's program this brain. This one's going to be negative and this one's going to be positive and this one's going to think everything's really good and that one's going to think everything's really shitty. Like, how did you become programmed? Programmed, conditioned. So boss up your parents. Your parents' response to life, your sisters, your siblings, what you read, what you saw, what you heard, the meaning you gave things, how you felt caused you to say, this is good, this is bad, I like this, I don't. So how do you change that? How do you change your conditioning so that you are more empowered? Epigenetics, yeah, there could be some epigenetics there, copying others, bad habits, experiences from the past, family, teachers, environment. Yeah, people that we see on television, that we're infatuated with. We believe what they believe. We drink what they drink. We smoke what they smoke. We dress the way they dress because we are a species that likes to copy, right? But how do we, let's say, decondition or reprogram our brain? This is the work I've done as a behavioral neuroscience researcher for 43 years to try and understand this. So, Angie, you say recondition the subconscious mind. Enrique, neuroplasticity, reprogram your subconscious mind. So Dane, realize you can control yourself. How many of you think, and this is a question, I want to get into a dialogue. How many of you think that you have a brain, but you're not your brain? How many of you believe that you have a brain, but you're not your brain? Right? How do you break the habit of being your current you? So Leo, Kendra says, bring the negative thoughts to full consciousness. Right, so bring the negative thoughts to full consciousness. I like that. Get out of your comfort zone. Yeah, you get out of your comfort zone. Be unique. Right, be unique. Yeah. AI, deep breathing, right? How do you change the very neural patterns that have been reinforced? Like, isn't a mindset a reinforced network of patterns and associations that became the conditioned way for thoughts to percolate up or for emotions to percolate up automatically? Now, can we, here's a question. Can we have negative thoughts but not react to them? Can we learn through practice, through mindfulness, being mindful, being aware of negative thoughts? And let's say there were 6,200 bubbles that percolated up from an aquarium, from the bottom of an aquarium. And let's say out of the 6,200 bubbles that came up from an aquarium, let's say the red ones were negative and the blue ones were positive. And let's say they just kept coming up, 400 an hour are percolating up from our subconscious mind based on our 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years of reinforcing patterns. Is it possible to be aware of thoughts, but then to release, let go of the ones that do not empower you, and hold on to and reinforce the ones that do? What if thoughts are random and they're triggered based on smell, based on environment, based on something you're seeing, based on something you're hearing? And what if your brain is just a thought-making machine? What if your brain automatically activates neural circuits and neurochemicals that causes automatic feelings? Right? What if you can have more control of being aware of and letting go of the, let's say, bad, negative, disempowering ones, and reinforce the powerful, constructive, empowering ones? Could you do that? Could you do that? Hey, Sean, yeah. Can you learn to observe your thoughts? You know what most people do? They have this thought, it causes a feeling that they don't like, they're stressed out, have anxiety or panic, then they think about the stress, the anxiety or panic, and then they keep reactivating and reinforcing, the pattern that's causing the very thing they don't want. So they keep re-triggering the electrical circuit, the neurochemicals, cortisol, epinephrine, norepinephrine, adrenaline, and they don't know how to shut off this doom loop of negativity and of destructiveness because they're just not skilled. Is this making sense? So your brain, like, I think it's worth at least $100 billion, but most people are terrible operators of their own brain, right? Kendra, if it's possible, it's difficult. Some of it's difficult, some of it's not, right? So when we are aware of our thoughts and we release the negative ones and we attach the positive ones, but then we reinforce, the positive ones with positive, encouraging self-talk, self-thoughts, right? Self-talk, self-thoughts. I know this is hard and I'm learning how to do it. I know I've failed in the past and now I'm learning how to succeed faster and easier than ever before. I know that blank happened, but now I'm learning how. Listen, the first thing you want to learn how to control, or the first skill that you want to learn, is how to be aware of thoughts. Second thing you want to be aware of is your emotional state, your state, right? How you stand, how you walk, how you speak, how you feel. Are you slouched over? Are you negative? Are you looking down? Are you aware that if you look up, you want to have some fun with me right now? Let's have some fun. Come on, play along. I want you to look up, smile. Put your hand up, and I want you to try and feel lousy or angry or mad. Just look up and smile. Yeah. And try to feel shitty. You can't. Your physiology will not allow you to look up, put your hands up like you're celebrating and try to feel shitty. You cannot have those two neural circuits happening in your brain at the same time. So if we can become more aware, okay, of our thoughts and release, let go of, don't pay attention to the negative, disempowering thoughts. And then we can deliberately, if we choose, we can choose empowering thoughts. And if we want to reinforce positive thoughts, do you know I've been using affirmations for 43 years every day? If your brain was a garden and thoughts were seeds and affirmation, self-talk were seeds, what would you be planting into your brain every day? Negative seeds, disempowering seeds, destructive seeds, bad seeds, seeds that will move you towards your goals or away from your goals, seeds that'll lift you up or tear you down. Like, what would you plant in your garden? It starts with your thoughts. It starts with your thoughts. Now, we already established earlier, you weren't born with any thoughts. You weren't born with any conditioned beliefs. There weren't negative ones or positive ones, but somehow whoever planted it, or the environment that you were in that planted those seeds that got reinforced, now they're percolating up into patterns of familiarity that are being triggered over and over and over again by your environment and your day-to-day. Does this make sense? So here's one of my challenges for you. Start talking positively to yourself. Start using affirmations, okay? An affirmation is nothing more than a planting a seed in one's mind that through spaced repetition becomes reinforced. Spaced repetition reinforces the pattern. Every word you use, every sentence you use, okay, activates electrical activity in your brain, right? The electrical activity that's activated in your brain, that's repeated, gets reinforced. The patterns that are reinforced go from conscious effort to unconscious or subconscious patterns and memories. The memories are then activated based on the environment or other thoughts that are chosen. So let me ask you a question. What percentage of your thoughts are negative right now? What percentage of your thoughts are negative? Is it 5%, 10%, 20%, 50%, 100%? Like what percentage? Like I think about 10% of my thoughts now might be negative or disempowering. It used to be like 70%. But 10% is a normal part, of the brain where your brain's going, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if you fail? What if you do this? What if you're embarrassed? What if you're ashamed? What if you're ridiculed? What if you lose money? What if negative? Right? So are you talking positively to yourself? Or are you talking negatively to yourself most of the time? Because every thought produces a neurochemical which travels through the bloodstream, which is what we call our feelings. A feeling is nothing more than a conscious awareness of the vibration that my 100 trillion cells are in. We call it, I feel good, I feel bad, I feel anxious, I feel stressed, I feel positive, I feel negative, I feel, and that's based on the neurochemicals that are being released in your body. But it's happening in your brain. So the first thing we want to do is be aware of your thoughts, emotions, feelings, sensations, and behaviors. Let me repeat. First thing you want to start practicing is being aware of your thoughts, emotions, feelings, sensations, and behaviors. And ask yourself this question. Are my thoughts, emotions, feelings, sensations, and behaviors moving me towards my goals or away from my goals? One or the other. If it's moving you towards, keep doing it. Moving you away, stop them. And a realtor, Christy, always cancel negative and replace with positive. Yes, there's actually some research on that for every negative thought you have, replace it with 3 to 5 positive thoughts. 3 to 5. It's not 1-to-1 ratio, 3 to 5. 3 to 5 positive to cancel 1 negative. So every day when I wake up, I innercise, right? I train my brain to be more positive. I start off with gratitude. I start off with affirmations. I listen to my innercises that many of you are familiar with. And I use a variety of different techniques to train my brain to have more constructive thought patterns versus destructive, more empowering versus disempowering, more positive than negative. It's not that the negative isn't there, but through practicing your mastery of your mind, first you have to manage your mind, right? And so, by the way, how many of you like this kind of training? I'm doing something that I want to share with you if you want. How would you like to do some live training with me for free? INNERCISE with me. I'm going to do an event, and I shared this with people about a week or two ago, and I told you I'll let you know, when we have the exact date. And on October the 14th, I'm going to do a live experiential training where we're going to do affirmations and visualizations and mindfulness and mental contrasting training live during an event called Rewire Your Brain for Unstoppable Success. And I'll do it for 2 or 3 hours. We're going to do it for health and wealth and relationships and career. And I'll help you reprogram your mind live together. And then I'll answer some questions. I'm also going to have some world-renowned experts that are going to be sharing some great techniques with you. And October 14th is going to be at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 o'clock New York, 5 o'clock London. And for those of you that are on Instagram, just go to my bio and you're going to see the link to sign up for free, and feel free to charge. Last time I did an event like this about a year ago, it was like Change Your Brain, Change Your Life. We had 70,000 people sign up, and many people didn't, get in because we couldn't handle that many people. So if you want to register now for free, Rewire Your Brain for Unstoppable Success on October the 14th. Go to my bio and sign up there and share the link. So let me continue. Let me show you something that I think will benefit you. Have you ever heard this? Let me know yes or no in the chat. Visualization is a simulation. Have you ever heard this? Visualization is a simulation. All right. Way to go, Shannon. Way to sign up. So Kendra says no. Visualization is a simulation. Like, what does it mean? Well, many of you know, I'm going to give you a little neuroscience lesson. You know, your eyes are part of your brain, right? I don't have the eyeballs on here, but your eyes are not separate from your brain. Your eyes are a part of your brain, right? So when light travels through your eyes, it actually goes to the back of the brain, and that's called the occipital lobe, the visual cortex of the brain. And then electrical activity is firing, right, in specific sequences. And like when I, hold this pen and I look at this pen, like I know that we think that the pen is in here, but I'm actually seeing the pen inside my brain, right? And my hand is sending a signal to my brain, knowing that this is a pen because I've held it, maybe 100,000 times. So visualization is simulation. Now, let me ask you a question. When you close your eyes and you visualize or see an apple, cells activate in your brain. We call those cells of recognition. Electrical activity is firing. It's lighting up a memory of a red apple in the back of your brain. But what if you want to achieve success in health and wealth, relationship and career and business, and you haven't yet achieved it? Maybe you're not in the best physical shape in your life. Maybe you're not making the money you want to make. Maybe you're not in the relationship you want to make. Would you agree that if you can visualize it in your mind, would you agree that those neurons that fire and wire together are connected to other parts of your brain, like the motivational circuit, the behavioral cortex that causes you to take action, the Einstein part of your brain that helps you figure out how to achieve the very thing you're visualizing that you've never achieved? What about the GPS part of the brain, the part of the brain that's working in the background? Say, well, how do I achieve that? How do I make that a reality? Are you aware that your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between something real or something you're imagining? It doesn't know the difference. Now, let's have a little game. I want you for just a moment, and you can do this with your eyes open or closed, and let me help you through doing a little INNERCISE. So my brain's just falling apart. Put it back together. So let me help you. If you take a couple of slow, deep breaths in through your nose, and the reason we want to breathe slowly in through our nose and slowly out of our mouth is to actually deactivate what's known as the sympathetic nervous system, the fight, flight, freeze, stress, anxiety, worry, circuit. We want to deactivate it first. So how do I do that? I take 6 deep breaths. I call that take 6, calm the circuits first. Why do I want to take 6, calm the circuits? I'm going to give you a little secret right now. When your fear circuit or stress circuit or worry circuit or doubt circuit is active, those of you on Instagram, watch this. For those of you that are watching me on Facebook, watch this. You see that guy right there? All right. Anybody know what I call that guy? Frankie's monster, Frankenstein's monster. When Frankenstein's monster is active, we know that the sympathetic nervous system that runs from the base of your brain all the way down your spinal column and then all the way through, your legs, your arms, and everything else is active, releasing, in many cases, neurochemicals that are the stress neurochemicals. So the first thing we want to do when we want to deliberately activate the occipital lobe part of the brain is we actually want to activate Einstein instead of Frankenstein's monster. So we take 6 deep breaths, okay? We take 6 deep breaths, all right, to deactivate that part of the nervous system so that we can move to the calm to respond part of our nervous system in our brain. The calm to respond part of our nervous system is where Einstein brain lives, and that's the genius part of you and me that can solve problems, that can imagine, that can see a better future, that can come up with all of the how, okay, that we need, okay, to achieve our goals. And yes, just seeing the polyvagal theory and the vagus nerve is what we're talking about over here. So we do take 6, calm the circuit. So let's do this together. Let's just take 3 deep breaths in through your nose and just choose to breathe in calmness and release all stress, all worry, all anxiety, all fear. Just let it go. That's 1. Do 2. I breathe in certainty. I breathe in confidence. I breathe in all the goodness life has to offer, and I now release any negativity, any worry, any fear. Release, release, release right now. And I breathe in absolute confidence and certainty in my abilities. I breathe in a positive mindset and emotional control. And I breathe in all that is good to help me achieve my goals as I release anything or anyone that is hindering my ability to achieve my goals and dreams. Now, in this calm, deliberate state of awareness, I want you to imagine one goal around health or wealth or relationship or career or business. It doesn't, one goal. What would you like to achieve? All right. What would you like to achieve around that one goal? Now, I want you to close your eyes so that your brain is not processing the 400 billion bits of information that's coming in from the outside world. Close your eyes, and I want you to do this for just a minute. Imagine how you would feel if you've already achieved that goal. Whatever it is, you're at your ideal weight. You've released, okay, the weight that you've wanted to for a long time, and you've been able to keep it off, and you look and feel phenomenal. How does it feel? I want you to imagine, if that's not your goal, that you've gotten rid of any debt that has gotten, too big, that's a burden for you. It's gone. It's just gone. Imagine that right now and feel that debt gone now. Imagine that you have more than enough money to do the things you want to do with who you want to do it, when you want to do it. Now, imagine that now. Best to do with your eyes closed. Follow my voice. Imagine being in the relationship that you just feel so loved and so cared for, and you love and care. It's like, oh, it feels so good. Imagine your career thriving or your business thriving. You're helping people. You have impact. You have influence. Your life has so much purpose and meaning through the work that you do and how you help others. Imagine you're giving to the charities of your dreams. You have time and money to do good in the world so that you feel great and you can help other people as well. Imagine that you feel connected to everyone and everything, not just logically, but emotionally, viscerally. You are one with that which created you and that which you are a part of right now. So I want you to imagine, whichever your goal was, imagine that goal being real right now. You don't have to know how to get it yet, but just imagine if that was true right now, how would you feel? And if you need some help in feeling, imagine you're a Hollywood actor or actress that is pretending to feel this right now. And you're getting paid $10 million to feel the way you want to feel right now. Breathe. Breathe. Now, as you're imagining these things being real and true right now, your brain is releasing the neurochemicals of dopamine, the anticipation and reward neurochemical. It's releasing serotonin. And since we're doing this as a group and we're helping each other, we could be releasing oxytocin, the love bonding neurochemical. And when we visualize and stimulate those neurons and brain cells on a daily basis, and our brain doesn't know the difference between real or imagined, it starts to assume that that is our reality. And then it affects the motor cortex of our brain to take the actions needed to make that even more real. But if you are focusing on what's not working, what's wrong, how much trouble you have, the lack of money or health or whatever it is, if you're having an issue, okay, getting yourself to believe, getting yourself to focus, getting yourself to imagine, getting yourself to feel in alignment with what it is you want to achieve, you're going to keep recreating the past or the present instead of the future now. That's just a little INNERCISE. Words, emotions, visualizations, right? And so I've developed a whole body of work around INNERCISE and reprogramming your subconscious mind, activating 100 trillion cells in your body to resonate, okay, with the field of intelligence that we are in, so that you attract to you that which you are in resonance with. You have to make that the normal, not your current reality that's created by your old conditioning. You have to retrain your brain to the new results you want for health, wealth, relationships, career, and business. And when you do that, your brain starts to build constructive, empowering, powerful patterns that has you resonating in alignment, in concert, in harmony with that which you seek, which is also seeking you. But then you start to develop the motive for the actions to achieve that which you have been imagining and speaking and emotionalizing. If you like what we just did for the last 40 minutes, hop up to my bio and sign up for the Rewire Brain for Unstoppable Success. We're going to be doing about 2 to 3 hours of training. You know, there'll be 7-8 minutes long each training. I'll have, you know, some world-renowned experts that I'm going to showcase to you in a very, very special way. We got some prizes that we're going to be giving away. It's a free event. I'll be doing it for 2 or 3 hours. And it's October the 14th at 9 o'clock San Diego time or Pacific, 12 o'clock New York, 5 o'clock in London. Feel free to invite friends by providing them the link. And I will let you know, like I told you last year, we had 70,000 people register for our Change Your Brain, Change Your Life event. And some people didn't get in as we just ran out of tech space. So register now. I'm giving you like 2-week notice or 12-day notice, something like that. And let's help you upgrade your mindset. Let's help you rewire, right? Rewire your brain for unstoppable success in health, wealth, relationships, career, business. And Moshmil, it's the 14th, October 14th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. How many of you are going to come? I can't do better than free. 2 to 3 hours of training. It's a Saturday morning. Thank you, Linda. So are you. All right. Thank you, Linda. Hi, Christy. And just before you go, did you enjoy the little INNERCISE that we did? All right. Did you enjoy the little INNERCISE? We had the little mini INNERCISE. All right. Thanks, Romina. Thank you, Sean. Great to see you here. And Jessina, high fives back to you. And Elvie, yeah, I hope you sign up. Like if you want to make your life the masterpiece you deserve it to be, sign up. If you don't, then you don't. That's okay too. Hi, Sarah. Sarah, you get a high five also. I like high fives. Boom, 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 boom. Right? All right. So I'll see you all. I'll probably come on, more times, during the next week, just to say hi. And hi, Linda. Nice to see you. And please share the Rewire Your Brain for Unstoppable Success link. Go to my bio and you'll see a link there. Rave Thea Chutin, I think. I do a lot of free stuff. Many of you know I have coaching programs. Hey, Dane, nice to see you. Thanks for participating. Thanks for being in my orbit. I love to share what I learn. I write, I read a lot, I write a lot, I research a lot, I share a lot. And listen, if I help you and you help me and we help others and they help us, we make the world a little bit better place to live, right? I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go for a bike ride now. Have a great day or night, depending where you are in the world. And thanks for joining me today. And I hope you enjoyed all the lessons that I shared today. And there's more to come. Appreciate you all. And thanks for sharing this if you have a chance to. Bye.